YouTube, this is Pam, aka Electromandarella, coming at you for my monthly update. Today is Tuesday, May 13th, and this is what's going on. I hope all of you had a productive April. My April pretty much sucked. Just putting it out there. Two little bright spots in my month. My niece and nephew were born. Actually, Parker was an April Fool's baby. And 7 days later, Haley joined the family. So, we're excited about that. Then this happened. I have one hell of a mean right hook. And I fractured my hand. I took a chunk of bone, came off like right here under my pinky knuckle on this side. And I'm stuck in this thing. I've been stuck in this thing for 4 weeks. Supposed to see the orthopedic surgeon this week to know if I have to do 2 more weeks. I'm praying that he says no, but it still really hurts when I write my name. If this is off and I try to write, I can feel it still all the way down. It is not really the bone reason that this is on. It is because of the tendons and ligaments. It's some kind of a fracture, and that's the tendons and ligaments bend, and that's what causes the bone chip. I don't know. I just go with the flow. But yeah, this has been a real in my behind for the last month. So, I also had emergency surgery on Good Friday. Something to freak out about. I was really sick on that day. I went to the doctor. He scheduled surgery immediately. It was over and done with. I went home the next day, been on the road to recovery. Yeah, so I'm going to talk about that. So, my weight has been doing this. I have been depressed, just throwing it out there. The week after Easter, I had to put my cat of 13 years to sleep. She was pretty sick. We took her to the vet. They were trying to nurse her back to health, and it just got to the point where it wasn't going to happen. The vet and I discussed that I had had her for 13 years and asked if I knew how old she was when I took her in as a stray, and I really didn't know. He guesstimated that she was 15 or 16, and he said that was a really long life for an indoor cat. So I really didn't want her to be in pain. So we made the decision to let her go peacefully. They let me be there. I got to hold her when they put her to sleep. It was a pretty painful couple of days for me. It's kind of weird when I come home and I expect her to be here, or I expect her to wake me up in the morning and she's not here. So I'm still kind of dealing with that. Has some crazy things going on in life, and just dealing with that. But work is chaotic. It's not necessarily a bad chaotic, but it's just chaotic all the same. The doctor and I discussed that my cortisol levels are humongously high right now with all the stress that I've been under probably in the last 9 months. And we're just trying to get a control on that. My sleeping is all over the place. Usually at night I am gotten into the stage of I'm just dreaming. I'm never going into the restorative stage. Pretty much Technicolor dreaming. Everything's in there, live and living color. It's like a sitcom in my dreams sometimes, and it's really crazy. And if I never go into that restorative stage of sleep, which means my hunger hormones are all over the place, and I'm not necessarily eating bad things, but I'm probably eating too big of portions. And I started eating Skinny Pop again in excess, and although Skinny Pop is gluten-free, it is still a grain, and it still does not agree with my stomach. So, we are just trying to jump off of that hamster on the wheel kind of situation that's currently going on and get a handle of all that. I have a really important event going on this weekend that I'm going out of town for. I'm kind of freaking out a little bit about that. it's all good. It's a good thing happening, so it's a happy event, but still kind of freaking out a little bit about it, but it'll be all good. And, you know, this is going into my busy time at work, so I'm really trying to get a handle on everything that's going on before work just gets out of control. You know, it's really hard to believe that's Memorial Day weekend, almost. And then summer spirals, and then next thing you know, it's August and conference again, and then the AC meet and greet. So, that's just me trying to turn this ship around and get back on the bandwagon, so to speak, and stop this gaining and start losing again, and more than just losing weight, getting my everything into control again, so to speak, and that happens one step at a time. Anybody who knows me knows that one step that is under control is my water. If you all know, Gary the Bypass Man and I usually throw down each other about water and how much we're getting in a day, and Gary threw down the other day that he had 72 ounces or 57 ounces in by noon, and I just woke up and I said, well, that's funny because I just got out of bed, so much for your 57 ounces, but in an hour and 15 minutes I already had 64 ounces down. And I think I finished Saturday at 200 ounces. It was really warm here, so that was easy. So yeah, water's really not my problem. Now that warmer weather is here, it's easier for me to drink my water. So there's step one. Once I get this thing off and get back on my bike where I'm most free and easy and back to being able to lift weights, I think everything will fall into place. Other than that, I'm trying to find healthier coping mechanisms for all that's been going on lately. So hopefully in the next couple weeks I'll be able to come on and tell you guys a completely different story than right now. But until then, I gotta keep going. Peace out.